Hey Pile One, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle and this is Soul Purpose Activation. What we are doing today, you guys, is we're going to try and tap into the energy and get as much information as we can into how you will be meeting your future spouse. Okay, so I'm just going to allow the channel to be open, allow whatever information will come through, and I'm going to try and get as specific as I can. Okay, you know, whether you're going to be meeting through friends, family, work, whatever. Okay. Keep in mind, you guys, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal future spouse reading that'll be more customized to you and your energy and the energy of yours and your future spouse's connection, check the description box for details on how to book. They're only $25. I email them to you, and if you want to know what is included in your reading, just check the intro. Okay, all right, so let's get into it. Let's see, how is pile one going to meet their future spouse? Here we've got Grand Trine, being blessed, good luck, completion. Okay, receiving gifts, contentment, magnetic, huge successes, little effort, harmony. Okay, so there's a the overall message I'm getting here is this connection with your future spouse will be manifesting in once you have completed a cycle. Okay, I'm seeing a door close. So it feels like something, you need to close a door on something. Okay, of course we're going to dive more into this energy, but I'm also with receiving gifts. Is making me think about like birthday parties, weddings, any kind of, you know, maybe retirement parties, some kind of a party where something is being celebrated, where someone is going to be receiving gifts or gifts are being given. Okay, think about holidays, birthdays, parties, things of that nature. So let's get right into it. And there is a big old June bug on my window right in front of me. Bug, stink bug. I think it's a stink bug. My goodness. I live in Kansas City, Missouri, you guys. We get our fair bit of critters over here as well. Okay, how is pile one going to meet their future spouse? Show me how pile one is going to meet their future spouse. How is pile one going to meet their future spouse? I really am picking up it's going to be some kind of a celebration. You might meet this person at some kind of a celebration, a wedding, a birthday party, retirement party, a holiday, gift exchange, something like that. How is pile one going to meet their future spouse? Like a company holiday party kind of thing. We got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. What else do we have for pile one? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I'm just going to get the cards laid out, you guys. Let's get a few more cards. How is pile one going to meet their future spouse? It's funny that I'm seeing the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, because that really is making me think of more like a retirement type of party. The Empress, you are going to be looking hot. What? All right. Oh, that was actually crossing. You guys are actually going to be in a really good place in your life when this manifestation comes through. I feel like, okay, so at the point where this oh, stuff keeps wanting to pop out. Okay, yeah, and see, we've got a lot of cards wanting to come out that are showing what the energies that are going to be influencing you guys. Okay, so with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and then we got the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like it's going to happen during a time where I feel like a door is going to be closing. It's going to have something to do, it feels like, with work, okay? This could be like maybe a business opening or a business closing, or, you know, a merge or something. I feel like retirement is really popping up big, like meeting this person at a retirement party, not necessarily their retirement party, but yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it feels like early retirement. Early retirement, nice. Or it could be an event that teaches about early retirement or how to retire early. Especially with the Grand Trine here being blessed in huge successes. This is really giving me work vibes, you guys. Leveling up in your business. So you might possibly meet this person at like some kind of a work convention where, you know, or a workshop or a seminar where you are learning things, how to, you know, basically it could be investment, real estate, anything that you learn that is going to help you and or this other person how to achieve like retirement early. It's that kind of a vibe, okay? Now remember, this is a general reading, but that's what I'm getting the vibes on. So, you know, straight away, things that I'm thinking about are events like, you know, maybe going to a Tony Robbins event or, you know, network marketing events if you're into network marketing, or any kind of a seminar that is teaching you something, how to invest or what skills to learn or things to apply in order to skyrocket your insurance. Why does insurance keep coming through? Okay, insurance might be something for some of you too. Insurance, like a meeting about insurance, selling insurance, buying insurance, something like that. You guys, look at all this energy coming through. Okay, so anyway, let me get okay, so at the time, it's like, so this event is going to be basically teaching you to be in this Empress energy. Okay, this meeting or wherever this event is that you are going to like cross paths with your future spouse. We got the Ten of Pentacles, and then we also have the Hermit, and then we got the High Priestess coming out as well. Okay, so yeah, you guys, I really do feel, sorry, that this is something where you're going to be crossing paths at some kind of an event that is teaching you how to harness your Empress energy, Ten of Pentacle energy, which simply means like being able, like living a life of luxury, you know, cushiony, abundance, not having to worry about, you know, finances or anything like that. Okay, personal growth. It could be a network marketing event for those of you who are into like direct sales, network marketing, something where it's like you're learning how to up level your finances, okay? Whether it is an actual technique that you're learning, or maybe it's just, you know, personal growth, removing blocks or something like that, okay? Yeah. And of course we had insurance coming through. So this could, for some of you, this could be something along the lines of where, you know, you're getting into the insurance field, or maybe you work in insurance, or, you know, your future spouse works in insurance, or something along those lines. Insurance really is wanting to come out though, okay? Let's see what else is wanting to come through. Now we're gonna pull some more cards. I wasn't really expecting such a hey, forthright, outright deal. We're gonna get some more information though. Yeah, but with the Grand Trine being your guys' overall energy, it really just feels like with magnetic too, I feel it's gonna be the kind of, yeah, I don't feel it's going to be so much. It could be, because it is a general reading, so I'm picking up on all these different energies. But for most of you, I do feel it's going to be something like along the lines of personal growth, removing blocks, getting yourself into the energy of, you know, wealth and abundance, early retirement, something that helps you get you in that energy, helps get you into that kind of an alignment. No matter, you know, what the topic is, but things of that nature, okay? The overall energy is like you're aligning, you're making yourself magnetic, you're focusing on you know, it even says huge success and little effort, which reminds me of the Empress. You know, the Empress isn't, you know, trying to figure out, you know, where her next meal is going to come from. She's not like fretting over, you know, her needs or material needs or anything like that at all. She just knows that they're going to be met. And I feel like that's kind of the overall energy of this event that you guys are going to be meeting at. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, we got Justice in reverse. Why did I see another card here that was wanting to be flipped over? The Magician in reverse. Yeah, I really do feel, you guys, this is an event, okay, that is going to be teaching you how to remove blocks to your manifestation. Okay, subconscious blocks. Tony Robbins is really coming to mind, but not necessarily saying that it's Tony Robbins is where you're going to meet him at, but someone of that nature that teaches you basically how to get out of your own way. Okay, so it's that kind of an event that teaches you how to get out of your own way so that you can live the life that you want to live. And it's going to be the kind of event where your focus is going to be mainly on up-leveling in your business, up-leveling in your finances, achieving wealth, prosperity, things like that. Okay, yeah, that's the energy that's really popping up, you guys. It's that kind of energy. Okay, so when you think about like events, think about the kinds of events like Tony Robbins. Who else? Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden, Bruce Lipton. You guys comment below and let me know what other seminars can you think of. Okay, that other, yeah, that have that. Of course, network marketing, you know, always not, and I say network marketing because that has been my experience in the past. But any kind of a company convention where, you know, you're learning how to up level your skills, or, you know, abundance and wealth and manifestation, prosperity and stuff like that. We got waning crescent moon. There's the Hermit coming up again, which I see. Hermit is Virgo. Okay, so this could this could be happening during Virgo season, which is in what, September, August, September. Yeah, August, September. We got Uranus here with, let's see, we got Aquarius, I evolve, transit signs. Yeah, see, change, invention, reformation, science, rebellion, eccentricity. Yeah, you guys, that energy is all over this reading. You guys are definitely going to be meeting or crossing your person's path at some kind of an event. Okay, and I'm hearing this could be possibly online too, you know, but it's going to be that kind of energy. So I know that there's online events that are happening, and people normally can get put into, like, you know, separate groups and stuff like that online, where, you know, your path is going to cross somehow. So it's not necessarily that you're going to have to end up going to, you know, say to an event physically, you know. It could also just be that you're going to attend some kind of an event online, where you're going to be able to maybe have a dialogue with this person where it opens up the door. Okay, let's get a couple more cards. And with Uranus here, it almost feels like this could hit you just kind of out of nowhere. I mean, maybe not so much anymore now that you're going to probably looking to expect that, but you're probably going to forget all about this reading and be like, oh yay, you know. Oh yeah, and it says I evolve. Yes, see right there, it says I evolve. Ah, we got surrender. So like when I say evolve, that's what happens when you attend these kind of events that teach you how to remove blocks, how to remove limitations, how to think and feel differently about your future so that you can make your future manifest, or just things that teach you how to harness your own manifestation energy, right? There's the Fool popping up again. Yeah, so it's going to be something that's really going to be talking to you about getting out of your comfort zone, which is largely subconscious. And this may be talking about for some of you where, because the Fool does talk about, you know, possibly traveling, going to places on your own, which the Hermit also references. So this could be an actual event that you attend in person where you are traveling by yourself, on your own, where, you know, it's almost like an uncomfortable move for you, but you know you have to do it, okay? With the Hermit and the Fool popping up, yeah, because we had the Hermit show up twice, and now we've got the Fool showing up twice. I really do feel for the vast majority of you, this is going to be a physical, actual, like you're going to travel in car or in plane or in some other way. Or it could just be where you're at and you're just going by yourself, okay? And it feels uncomfortable. You know, there's an uncomfortable aspect, but you are going to be going by yourself, okay? And South Node, yeah, South Node talks about getting out of your comfort zone. South Node is all about where you're coming from, familiar patterns, things of that nature. Yeah, you guys, oh my gosh, I love that the energy, the message for you guys is coming through so clear, like, wow. Awesome. All right, so we are going to go ahead and close up we're going to wrap it up with a couple more messages. This one did not need to be that, need to be that long. Let's see. What guidance do we have for pile 1? What guidance do we have for pile 1? Higher power, owl. Look at that. Deep shadow work. Inner wisdom, spiritual evolution, learning hard lessons. Some of you also, what's coming up is some kind of a retreat. Maybe plant medicine, like an ayahuasca type of retreat, or just some kind of a retreat where, you know, you're going there on your own. You're traveling there alone. Of course, you're not going to be alone when you get there, but it's almost like it's a solo trip, okay? Especially with, and then we got time off. So yeah, this is something that you're going to take time off from, like maybe say like your work, or you're going to have to schedule your day in your, you know, you're going to have to schedule this into your life where, you know, you're going to have to like figure out babysitters or take time off from work or something like that. You're going to have to rearrange your schedule in order to do this. Okay. And you are, I feel like, being guided. I feel like this is something you're like, when this comes up, this is going to be something that you're feeling guided to do. This also is telling me that whatever this is, especially for those of you who, this is kind of big. For those of you that are going on some kind of a spiritual retreat, and this is where you're going to meet your person, I do feel like some of you are going to quote unquote meet God, okay, or learn, you know, the truth about that. For those of you that are not going to like kind of spiritual retreat, it's more along the lines of like a seminar or a workshop or something like that. It's just, you are aligning with your highest good, okay? You are on path. It's like you're on the right path when you're doing that. I love like deep shadow work, okay? Shadow work is anything where you're having to confront subconscious blocks, patterns, anything keeping you in a comfort zone that has been proven to be self-destructive, limiting, okay? Learning hard lessons and spiritual evolutions, inner wisdom, and then of course with time off, taking time to relax. I do feel like this is going to feel like a vacation to you though. Even though it is something that is more, you know, I don't want to call it work. There is going to be an uncomfortable aspect to it because I feel like some of you, I don't know if this is going to be the first time that you're traveling somewhere completely solo. Or it could just be something where it's like, oh, you know, you don't mind traveling by yourself. It's just the aspect of, you know, going to a large event by yourself and not knowing anybody else there. But it is going to make you happy, doing things that make you happy, taking care of yourself first. Yeah, this is something that you're doing for you. Okay, this is definitely something that you're doing for you. All right, pile 1, that was your message. I hope that it resonated. Do me a favor, comment below. Let me know what you thought. Oh, and you know what? If you've already got this lined up, like if you don't mind sharing that kind of information, like let me know where you're going. I love stuff like that, you guys. I love, 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 love stuff like that. Also share and subscribe if you feel led to do so. Smash the like button if it did resonate, okay? It's an awesome way to energetically donate to the channel. And I will see you guys at your next reading. Thanks, pile 1. Hello, pile 2. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Michelle and this is Soul Purpose Activation. And we are connecting to the energy of how you and your future spouse are going to meet, okay? So I'm going to try and narrow it down as much as I possibly can to an actual scenario. Just keep in mind, you guys, this is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal future spouse reading where it's, you know, I'm just tapping into your specific energy, yours and your future spouse's energy, check the description box below for booking details. They're only $25. I email them to you. And if you're wanting to know what all is included in that reading, just check the intro video, okay? It tells you what is included in your reading. All right, so let's just get right into it. So we've got the overall general energy of this meeting. We got transition, low resources, hibernation, embracing change, renewal, cleansing, soul searching, darkness, scarcity, make plans for the future, and rest. Okay, so there's a couple of things coming here for you guys. I feel like some of you may actually be meeting this person doing charity work or volunteer kind of work. Maybe you work for like some type of ministry, homeless ministry is coming to mind. Some of you, like, if you do work with like domestic violence shelters, for some of you, I don't know how that would be kind of weird meeting somebody through a domestic violence shelter. I don't even, those are pretty, as far as I know, those are pretty hush hush. Or maybe it's just like charities, or what do they call those ministries that cater to those kinds of, you know, those types of shelters or something like that, okay? But that's mainly the energy I'm getting, okay? This feels like the two of you are going to be meeting while working for some kind of a charitable organization, okay? Whether you're volunteering, maybe working at a food bank, or, you know, handing things out to the homeless, or Toys for Tots or something like that, okay? But of course, we're going to be getting some more info. Oh, by the way, you guys picked the Citrine. I got right into the intro and forgot to talk to you more about that. All right, let's open up the channel some more for pile 2 and how they're going to be meeting their people. As far as timing goes, it is possible you might meet them during the winter months. What else is wanting to come through? Hold on. Storage, storing things away, piling things up, storing things away. I don't know if there's any kind of, oh, like food storage, food prepping, like where you're gathering a lot of supplies and storing them away for a later date. Oh, wow. But I do feel like whatever this is, there's a lot of humanitarian kind of work coming through, okay? Doing some kind of event or some kind of work that's for the betterment of, you know, a large group of unfortunate people are going through unfortunate circumstances, okay? I really do feel it's like volunteering, charitable work, stuff like that for most of you. All right, let's get... the Hermit in reverse, the Three of Wands. So there's definitely a sense of people waiting, a lot of people waiting in line, okay? A lot of people waiting in line. Or just people waiting in line. We got the Hermit in reverse. It's coming out of hiding, coming out of hermit mode. Yeah, you guys, I really am picking up volunteering like at homeless shelters. Yeah, see with the Star in reverse. For you guys, I feel, for the most of you, this is going to be a circumstance where you and your future spouse are going to cross paths, because it's like you're going to work for the same ministry, the same charitable organization, the same event, charitable event, where people are just kind of down and out on their luck, okay? People are at this event or this organization, they're waiting in line to receive something. The star in reverse talks about like no healing or delayed healing, okay? I'm also getting, for some of you, this could be maybe some kind of somewhere people might go if they're needing like charitable medical fixes. Okay, I just see a lot of people waiting in line. It just seems like, you know, not having maybe the funds, and so they're relying on charitable donations or, you know, something like that, you know. The Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay. So this event it's not going to be one where the general outlook of people there, it's not, they're there because they need to be, not necessarily because they want to be, okay? With the Magician in reverse, it's just like these people, they're not able to manifest the life that they want, and so they're having to rely on the abundance and the blessings of others, okay? With the Chariot in reverse, yeah, okay, these people, it's like their lives have basically come to a stop. They're having to put things on hold, okay? They're having to drop everything that they're doing and go to this place so that they can be given to, so that they can be donated to, so that they can be served, okay? Yeah, I am very much picking up on volunteering. Okay, so if this isn't something else that's coming through for those of you that aren't necessarily into, like, you know, your thing isn't charitable like organizations or anything like that, it could just be that you're volunteering at an event as a helper in some way, shape, or form. Okay, volunteering at a church. It's just like, you know, you are donating, it feels like you're donating your time, your effort, and your energy to some kind of a business, an organization, or something that serves the larger. And there's a very unfortunate feeling to these people's energy that this business or this organization is serving, okay? That's the overall general energy. But that's not to say, like, you know, maybe you're volunteering at a concert or something, and, you know, that's how you're able to not, you know, get in and not pay, is by, you know, donating your time. I just feel like you're volunteering your time, volunteering your work, volunteering your efforts and your energy in some way, shape, or form. It's just the vast majority of the energy of the collective here. It's going to be something more along the lines of charity, volunteering, things of that nature. But, you know, take what resonates. Definitely something where you're volunteering, you're giving up your time, your effort, and your energy to something. Okay, and that is where, or how, I should say, how you and your future spouse are going to meet. You guys will have to comment below and let me know, like, if you're volunteering in anything, like, what is it? What are you doing? What you doing? All right, let's get some more information for pile 2. How are they going to meet their future spouse? How is pile 2 going to meet their future spouse? Whoa. Oh, wow, we got the Seven of Pentacles showing up again. Okay, so this was something that showed up for pile 1. Okay, so for those of you, what this is telling me, if you were also drawn to pile 1, what this is telling me is that you are going to meet your future spouse while you're volunteering at some kind of like a seminar, or it could be a concert, but it's this card is tying together with the first, with pile number 1. So what I was talking about in pile number 1, it was going to be more like at the kind of an event where you were learning how to overcome blocks and limitations to achieve the life that you wanted to achieve. So if you were drawn also to pile 1, this is simply letting you know it's that kind of an event where your paths are going to cross, okay? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. For those of you where you weren't drawn to pile 1 at all, and you're not interested in like those kinds of events or volunteering at those kinds of events, then the Seven of Pentacles is simply talking about, you know, people who almost like that Three of Wands is wanting to come up again. It's like their ship never really came in. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles is like you're wasting your time. You've put in a lot of effort into something and it didn't pan out. Okay, it's just really giving me people down and out on their luck. That kind of, those kind of vibes. What else for pile 2? Queen of Swords, Page of Wands in reverse, and then we also have the Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's just a lot of, I feel this is going to be in person though, okay? So this is going to be an in-person meeting. You're going to cross this person. It's not going to be online. Your first initial meeting with them is not going to happen online. I keep hearing you're going to bump into them in person, okay? Well, no, actually what I'm thinking about, Page of Wands. That's a Page of Wands in reverse, but Page of Swords is what was popping up to me. But I am picking up that this is something where you're going to meet them in person. So this isn't going to be like by a dating app or anything like that. You're going to cross paths with this person physically, okay? Hold on, you guys. Yeah, just the overall energy that surrounding this meeting, it's not the meeting itself, okay? It's like what you are doing, you know, that moment that your guys' paths cross. It's just like there's not a lot of joy in the air, and I don't mean to laugh. It's, you know, it's not a laughing matter for people who are, you know, needing charitable donations and stuff like that. You are going to be in a very, I feel like there is going to be a part of you, though, a part of you is going to be, if not on high alert, and I'm thinking about in terms of like, say if you're out and about and you're among like the homeless population and like street ministry type of stuff, okay? Not like at food banks or anything like that, or soup kitchens. Like if you're out and about and you're in the streets, you know, with a street ministry through like a church organization or something like that, there is going to be a part of you that's on high alert as far as your safety goes. Otherwise, the Queen of Swords is just talking about being very discerning. Just be very discerning about the different energies and stuff like that. Which makes a lot of sense, you know, because there's a lot of, you know, when people are down and out in their luck and stuff, there's no telling, you know, what may happen. Here we got the Five of Wands in reverse, which is good that that energy is in reverse. It just feels like definitely a lack of passion, a lack of energy, a lack of excitement. People are there because they have to be, not because they want to be, okay? Seven of Pentacles in reverse can also talk about like loss of investments, people losing, people just losing things. I'm hearing some like maybe some kind of an organization that helps people that lose things in a fire. That's coming up for some of you. Which is interesting because we got wand energy, which is fire energy. High Priestess wanting to come up right on top of that Queen of Swords. Yeah, so you're going to be very, your spidey senses are going to be very heightened and discerning during this time. I don't want to necessarily say on guard, but you are going to be very aware of your surroundings. That's what's wanting to come through, okay? You're going to be very aware of your surroundings and what is going on. I feel like for most of you, there is going to be, I don't want to say a concern for your safety, but that is definitely something that you're watching out for. That may also mean there may be security there. Yeah. I do feel there is going to be security there. Okay. Which if you're here and you're tuning in from pile 1 or you're going to pile 1, that would make a lot of sense with that one too, because we're talking about large gatherings, okay, large group of people. I feel like this is more so here will be just to make sure, like the security guards, I feel like if there are going to be security guards at this event, I actually feel they are going to be law enforcement officers hired for that security duty, okay? Those kinds of vibes. All right, let's clear these through. All right, so that was a really good, I love how direct these messages are coming through. What I'm going to do now, you guys, just see guidance for you. Guidance for pile 2. Guidance for pile 2. So just remember, you guys, pile 2, your overall vibe is just like donating time and energy, okay? It doesn't really mean that it has to be a charity or an organ, you know, anything like that. Happiness, delays popping up too. Oh, wow, there's another deck I need to use. Give me a second. Happiness, delays. Let's get one more from this. What this is showing me, you guys, is that for those of you where it is you're volunteering your time and your effort to those that are less fortunate, it really does kind of make you see how good you have it. And that might be why you're doing it, is just to keep, you know, yourself aware of how blessed you truly are. And that could just be the vibe that you're in when you're there as well. You know, if you are volunteering like at a concert, or, you know, at a huge seminar where, you know, the person that is presenting this seminar is, you know, somewhat of a celebrity. I mean, you may be feeling very blessed to be able to be there, okay? Leadership. Nice. Yeah, it says you know your value and self-worth. And that's what I'm being drawn to. So you're really going to, like, this event where you're going to, like this event, and I mean event like it could be a charitable thing where, you know, you're working with Toys for Tots or something like that, or at a soup kitchen or whatever, or, you know, this, it doesn't have to necessarily be an event. It could be something that you're regularly a part of. I really feel that it connects you with your own sense of self-worth. It keeps you feeling grounded. I have a feeling, pile 2, that you may forget, like you may have a tendency to fall into an old story of how things bad are for you. And I think, which is really smart to do, you guys, to keep yourself grounded, you go and you help out the less fortunate, to remind yourself how thankful, you know, you should be, to keep yourself in a state of gratitude, if for not any other reason than just to, you know, I'm hearing for some of you it's like to keep your head above water, but for some of you that are really big into consciously manifesting the life that you want, it's to help kind of keep you in that state of gratitude, to remind you of everything that you have to be grateful for, okay? Yeah, and then we have here delays, frustrated by slow results. That might be too a lot of the driver, kind of like, it's like you have to remind yourself, you know, while you're on the journey, of all the things that you have to be thankful for, instead of like having, what do they call that, destination addiction, not being able to enjoy the journey. You're always fixated on the end result, and which, you know, if you're coming from a place of lack, then the journey can feel like hell, right? And so I feel like there's not necessarily saying that you do this on purpose, but I do feel like that's one of the benefits that you get from this kind of work, volunteering your time, your effort, and your energy towards something that's greater than you, bigger than you, right? Which really there isn't anything bigger than you, especially if you see yourself as the, you know, the only creator of your reality. Here we got ghosting, sudden disappearing act, cutting off all communication, feeling rejected, dealing with lack of closure. Yeah, so you really are, from the vast majority of you, are going to be dealing with a population where I'm hearing their shells of their former self. Okay, they may have lost everything suddenly. Yeah, this is directly for a few of you. I feel like it has something to do with like losing everything in a house fire or a catastrophe. House fire is coming up, but it could also be something like, you know, maybe a tornado or like a natural disaster relief or something like that, rebuilding, things of that nature, okay? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna, got one last deck here we're gonna pull from for pile number 2. Pile number 2. Let's get three cards from this deck for pile 2. That one, those 2. We got ninth house, waxing gibbous, acceleration, final stages, light at the end of the tunnel. Ooh, final stages, that makes me think of hospice, you guys. Some of you might be working at like a nursing home, volunteering at a nursing home or for hospice care. And then of course we got the ninth house, which has to do with, you know, spirituality, higher mind. Yeah. Hold on. Mutable. Do we have any time periods? No. Okay, so there's a lot of Sagittarius coming up, so this may possibly come up or happen. Oh, it was winter, the winter, okay? More specifically, Sagittarius season. Winter would be, I guess, in my part of the world, though. I'm in the Western Hemisphere. Or it could just simply mean, you know, Sagittarius season with the ninth house and then mutable energy coming up, which is also Sagittarius. Yeah, I just feel like whatever it is that you're doing when you meet your person, your future spouse, how you meet them, you're going to be doing something that serves a higher good, okay? In some way, shape, or form. Whether it is spiritually, you know, helping those that are less fortunate, or you're simply donating your time and effort to like a seminar where, you know, people are gathering to learn how to break through subconscious blocks and stuff. I mean, that's also higher learning, right? It does serve a spiritual higher purpose. All right, you guys, pile 2, that was your reading. Oh, you guys, and look, waning crescent wanting to pop out again. For those of you who were interested in pile 1 or felt drawn to pile 1, this is definitely a lot of synchronicities are coming up to show me that that is also where you're going to meet them, but you're going to be volunteering at that event, okay? Or working that event. Definitely where you're going to be working an event or volunteering, you're not going to be compensated by money, okay? You'll be compensated by something else. High learning. Yeah, it's like you're trading your time and your effort and your energy for something other than money, okay? It's not anything materialistic. It feels like it's either spiritual in nature, healing, trading it for healing, some kind of, you know, something like that, okay? All right, you guys, thank you so much. If it resonated, do me a favor, comment below, let me know what you thought, smash that like button. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Share and subscribe if you feel led to do so. I'll see you guys in your next reading. Thanks, Pile 2. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you're new here, my name's Michelle, and this is Soul Purpose Activation, and today we are opening up the connection between you and your future spouse to find out how you are going to meet them. So I'm going to try and get as detailed information as possible. I know I hate when I watch readings like this and it's just like the information is vague, so I'm just setting the intention that we're going to get some really useful information, okay? Just keep in mind, you guys, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you're interested in booking a private or personal future spouse reading with me, check the description box below. They're only $25. I email them to you. If you want to know what all is included in that reading, go back and check the timestamp for the intro, and you'll find out what that reading, everything that it entails, okay? So let's just dive into this reading and find out what is the general overall energy of how you and your future spouse are going to meet. So we have Libra energy popping up. We also have flower moon, okay? So Libra, that to me is like marriage and relationships. Libra rules over the 7th house, which is all about partnerships, marriage. Friendships could be in there as well. But what this is really telling me, especially with the flower moon here, this is really telling me that this connection, you and your future spouse are going to be crossing paths via your social circle, okay? For most of you, I feel like it's going to be a married friend of yours, okay? A friend of yours who is married, or a married couple. And we got the divine feminine here, so it's going to be whomever of that married couple, and it doesn't have to be legally married. It's just kind of like that feeling, okay, that kind of a commitment. But it's going to be the feminine of that couple that's going to, you know, cause you and your future spouse's paths to cross. All right, so I'm not sure yet if you are friends with the person that's going to put you in contact with this person. I'm just kind of letting you know the energy of what is to come. Of course, we're going to be diving in and getting more information. Let's see. How is pile 3? How's pile 3 going to meet their future spouse? Pile 3. I love that we've got Libra and then the flower moon. It's so aesthetically, and the pinks. I mean, this is just such a, pink is the color of the higher heart chakra. And when I saw the flower moon, and of course looking at the color of the moon, it's like flowers, gifts, right? I really do feel like your future spouse is going to be somebody that maybe their love language is gifts, or just showing you little things like that, little gifts to where they're going to be letting you know that they appreciate you, you're on their mind. I don't know if you're going to let this person know that, you know, you like a specific kind of a flower, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know, you're getting them delivered to you all the time. This is also letting me know that the divine feminine, or the feminine energy through which you're going to meet this person, they may love flowers as well. They may even have flower gardens. They may keep fresh flowers in their houses. Definitely something going on with flowers here. Yeah, I love how detailed this already is. What more can you tell us about how pile 3 is going to meet their future spouse? How is pile 3 going to meet their future spouse? How is pile 3 going to meet their future spouse? Whoa, okay. We got 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, Six of Pentacles is taking me to somebody who is very generous. And I'm speaking of the person that you're going to be meeting this person through. And this okay, I'm loving the energy of this person, you guys. I almost feel as if this person, I'm not even sure if this friend of yours, or, you know, maybe a friend, it could be a family member, but I feel like it's somebody that is really fond of you, pile 3. And this person has a really cheery disposition. Like, they're showing up, the energy that is influencing them is the sun, the energy of the sun. So they're very confident, very passionate, very strong, very balanced, like a warmth of sunshine. Somebody that you really love to be around. I feel like when you get in this person's energy, pile 3, whomever this person is who's going to open the door or help kind of facilitate the crossing of yours and your future spouse's paths, when you get around this person, it's just like they automatically just help to like uplift you, like they lift your spirits. They are like a boost of energy, good energy. Why is the 7 of Cups here? This person may have a lot of friends. They may have, so this female friend of yours, or I should say this feminine friend of yours, may have a lot of friends. When I say feminine, you guys, I'm just talking about energy, okay? Even men or males. you know, can be dominant in their feminine energy. Happens all the time. But definitely somebody who is very, their energy is very feminine, and especially with the flowers coming through. We got Ace of Pentacles, the Moon in reverse, and then we got the Fool in reverse coming up. Yeah, you're, okay, so this friend of yours has, I feel, is very, very extroverted, has a large group of friends. You may meet a lot of your friends through this person. Doesn't hide a whole lot. Like, I feel like they wear their heart on their sleeve. Very into, like, your person, like your friend, the one that facilitates this meeting is very, they love to give gifts. Okay. And they don't hide their emotions. I feel like they just wear their heart in their sleeve. It's like they can't give you their literal heart. So they're going to give you something to represent the love that they have for you. Okay. Yeah. And then we got the Fool in reverse. For me, in this aspect, just lets me know your person, not your future spouse, but the person that guides you towards them or helps facilitate this connection is, rarely are they ever alone. Okay, they may be in the middle of everything. I love how detailed this is really getting. We're gonna get some more information. More information. You guys, it's late. Sorry, I'm singing. I get goofy when I get tired, you guys. Sorry. It's not really sorry. I don't know. All right, pile 3. How is pile 3 going to meet? Give me more information on how pile 3 is going to meet their future spouse. Tell me more about how they're going to meet their future spouse. That's interesting. I have a feeling that your friend may actually have a bit of a crush on this person. That's interesting. Though I am very much picking up that this, you know, your friend is very devoted to their, you know, to their own spouse. Okay, we got Sagittarius and Capricorn coming through. So this could possibly be talking about a time frame, you guys. Okay, so Sagittarius running into Capricorn season. So you're looking at like the end of November to about the first half of January. And then we also have mutable. Okay, so mutable energy is Sagittarius energy. So this is just kind of narrowing it down a little bit more. So you're looking at about the last half of November to the first half of December when this meeting may possibly take place. Your friend may not know them yet. Your friend may not have met this person yet. When I was picking up charitable stuff, I will say your friend may be part of a charitable organization, okay? Like some kind of a ministry, you know, does a lot of volunteer work or something, and that's how they cross paths with this person, okay? I feel like for the most of you, this person is very close to manifesting in your circle, but they're not quite there yet, okay? There's the 8th house. Yeah, you guys, I'm so good. Oh my God. The 8th house talks about kind of like taboo, private, hidden kind of information. I do feel like your friend, okay, is going to actually probably carry a little bit of a torch for your future spouse. Yeah. And then Cancer. Yeah, we got 8th house in Cancer together. So they're going to be a little bit in their feelings for your future spouse. But they're going to definitely, for obvious reasons, I do feel like your friend is married or in a very long-term committed relationship. So is obviously going to keep that to themselves. And I'm wondering, and I'll go ahead and clarify, why is this information coming out? Because the feeling is, pile 3, that, there's a couple of different camps here. I feel like your friend is going to, like, maybe your friend didn't have really any real intentions on, like, you know, playing matchmaker, and it just kind of takes them off guard when the two of you meet and the sparks begin to fly. And it might kind of make them, like they're like your friend's energy, a little bit kind of weird towards you in the very beginning. And it also may be some of you where this friend of yours may actually, this is so weird, but it happens, act like they're going to play Cupid or matchmaker with the expectation like nothing is really going to come of it, and then are very surprised when it does, and almost the messages that come through are funny. I'm hearing kind of butt hurt when they, when, you know, you and your future spouse really start to hit it off. Oh, come on. All right. What is going on with this 8th house Cancer energy for pile 3? So that's just letting me to let you guys know, if you kind of feel a shift in your friend's energy in the very beginning, it's because they actually have a secret crush on your future spouse and are feeling probably a little bit jealous, if not envious. They may be really attracted to your future spouse. They may be very attracted to them. All right, let's get some more information though. Clarify 8th house and Cancer. What's up with this energy for pile 3? See, now they're wanting to kind of be all hush-hush about it. 9 of Pentacles. Ah, yikes. It's like, do I really, you guys, I'm not trying to get in your friend's business. I really am not. But there may, like, their attraction towards, okay, there's a couple of different, the first message that's coming out is that your friend is actually, they kind of miss being single, and they may be at a point in their own marriage where they may be contemplating, no, not, hold on, you guys. That's the first thing that's wanting to come out, 9 of Pentacles. Why is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse? 2 of Wands and the Page of Cups. See? Oh my gosh, no. Almost like your friend, I don't know, you guys, this is some drama, this is some borderline Jerry Springer shit, and I'm not really here for it. Okay, but the energy is here nonetheless. See, we got the Ace of Pentacles. Your friend is not trying to give you this kind of a gift. They see, okay, your friend sees this person as a catch, okay? Your friend sees your future spouse as a catch, and your friend may be going through some rocky bits in their own relationship or in their own marriage, and they are actually wanting something with your future spouse, okay? Yikes. Well, let's just leave it there, okay? And it's almost like they're waiting around, hoping to kind of catch a glimpse of maybe, like, does your future spouse have any kind of feelings like that towards them? Yeah. No, we're just gonna leave it there because this is your future spouse. Yeah, and I'm not picking up any kind of vibes that your future spouse is like a home wrecker or anything like that. I will say for some of you, and this is just for maybe a few of you, there is a possibility, okay, that your future spouse may know or be like an ex-romantic interest of this friend of yours, and maybe this friend of, you know what I mean? For most of you, I feel like this is going to be a brand new person manifesting, okay? But for some of you, I just really feel like your friend is carrying a torch for this person. For the vast majority of you, your future spouse, you know, is going to be brand new to them, and very shortly after, it's like you're going to meet them through, you know, maybe like your friend has a game night, or, you know, at a get-together, a Halloween party, Christmas party, but it's just, that's how you guys meet, okay? Let's get some guidance for pile 3. Guidance for pile 3. Get some guidance for pile 3. Oh, God, you guys, there's a lot of these stuff that's just wanting to come out. Hold on, though. I want to see if I want to take all these. We got celebration, okay? I am picking up vibes that that's how you're going to meet this person. It's like your friend is either going to be invited to some kind of a get-together with all of, like, mutual friends and family, where this person, your future spouse, is invited. or they're throwing it themselves, okay? I feel like most of them are going to throw it themselves. We got reconciliation, up in the air, abundance, and local travel. I want to see what this reconciliation card is all about. That's interesting. Before we go any further, let's clarify reconciliation. I love it. It says your arrival to abundance. Let's see. Restoration, former connections, apologies, forgiveness, trying again in a different way, conversations. That might be what it's talking about, is the conversations portion of it, but I'm going to double check right here. Reconciliation. I know for some of you that feeling, that little piece of information, for some of you, I feel like your future spouse and this friend of yours may have known each other like way back when, may have even dated, maybe things just didn't work out or anything like that, and your friend carried kind of like a, you know, a torch for them, or has carried some kind of a torch for them this entire time. But we're going to clarify reconciliation for pile 3, please. Reconciliation for pile 3. I love that celebration was the first to come out, because that's what I was picking up on. Reconciliation. Oh! Okay, I'm still going to clarify, but for what's coming up, especially with up in the air and local travel, I feel like the two of you are going to meet first, you and your future spouse, at some kind of a get-together facilitated by this friend of yours. And then there may be a period of time where you may be temporarily separated. You may get invited on a trip. Something is up in the air. We're going to clarify all this energy. Clarify reconciliation for pile 3. Could be like a family reunion type of thing. It could be a kind of celebration where there's like some kind of a reunion involved, like a class reunion, family reunion, just a reunion of old friends. You know, maybe there's something that your friend does every year that just kind of gathers all their friends together. That makes a lot more sense. We definitely have abundance, so there's going to be a lot. Yeah, your friend that knows your future spouse, or is going to be the one to facilitate this meeting, knows a lot of people, okay? We got the Hierophant in reverse. Your friend is going through some shit, you guys, okay, in their own relationship. We got the Hierophant in reverse, which normally can talk about the dissolution of marriage. Huh. Reconciliation. Yeah. 3 of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. See? Okay. This is not your energy. And this is not your future spouse's energy. This is your friend's energy. And I guess maybe it's just giving you a heads up so that you know when this is happening, that it doesn't catch you off guard. I almost feel as if your friend makes this connection with your future spouse, and because your friend is going through some difficult times in their own marriage. You know, we got the 9 of Pentacles here again. This time it's in the upright position. It's like they're wanting to be single. They're wanting to be free from this marriage. And I don't know if it's because of the marriage itself, or if they meet this person, your future spouse, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, like they got hearts in their eyes. We got up in the air and local travel too. So just take it as it resonates. For some of you, I should say a few of you, this means that your your future spouse has known your friend for maybe quite some time, from like back in the day, and then they kind of met up again, maybe by chance. It could also be that your friend may have looked them up. I'm not really quite sure. Like I said, we're tapping into some Jerry Springer stuff here, and I'm not really about getting in on that business, but the information is coming through for a reason, because I have a feeling it's going to affect somehow your friendship with this person, okay? At least in the very beginning. For a lot of you, reconciliation is just talking about the kind of celebration. I almost said separation, okay? But it's talking about the kind of celebration this is going to be. There's some element of reunion and reconciliation. So think like class reunion, family reunion, you know, a whole bunch of friends kind of like uniting maybe once every couple of months or something, you know what I mean? Something like that. I mean, we're getting really, really personalized, customized information here. I love it. All right, what is up in the air? Okay, first let's clarify abundance. That could also mean that this kind of celebration, your friend, it's something they do on the regular. Clarify abundance. We got the High Priestess coming out. We got two of them. All right, we got the High Priestess and the Six of Wands, and it's all coming out, influencing. And then we also have the Hermit. Recognition. There's a lot of conflicting energy here because we have the Hermit wanting to pop out, but then we also have the Six of Wands that talks about wanting to be elevated, wanting to be acknowledged. That's the issue that your friend is going through in their marriage. I feel like your person, your future spouse, has the kind of energy that just makes someone feel seen. And I think that your friend is just going through something where they just don't feel seen. They're kind of in this Hermit energy and they're not wanting to be in the Hermit energy. So they're in the Hermit energy within the marriage, and that's not where they want to be. They want to be put up on a pedestal. They want to be acknowledged. They want to be recognized, this, that, and the other. And your future spouse, not saying they do it on purpose, it's just how their energy is. Your future spouse's energy is just very uplifting, we'll put it that way. And sometimes someone who is starving for attention can misconstrue. They can read between the lines when there is nothing to read between the lines. Does that make any sense? And then it's really messing with they're not, it's messing with their intuition. They're going against their gut feeling. Your friend is going against their gut feeling with this whole situation. It's almost like they're just throwing it to the wind. And I feel like that may be a lot of the reason why your friend does what they do with all of these get-togethers. The abundance lets me know that this is something regularly that your friend does. God, I don't know why we're getting into your friend's business. I really don't feel comfortable with that, but that's the energy that's coming through. What is up in the air? Clarify up in the air for pile 3. Clarify up in the air for pile 3. What is up in the air for pile 3? They may be going through this right now. Your friend may be going through very quietly. This may be happening very quietly, where, you know, there's just a lot of discontent within the marriage, and a lot of things, you know, there may be a separation, because that was wanting to come out, like it's all of it is just up in the air. But why is up in the air here in local travel? There's the Hierophant reverse again, and the Eight of Pentacles. This time it's like no one's willing to put in the work to make the marriage work. This is really making me feel like your friend is the one that initiated this connection with your future spouse, in hopes of it later developing into more. And then, you know, and then they meet you, you know, because your future spouse knows your friend is married. And I don't feel like your future spouse is a homewrecker, okay, at all. Like, they know that your friend is married, so to your future spouse, your friend is off limits. They're just looking at your friend as a friend, okay? So the reason why this information, all this information, personal information about your friend and their marital business is coming through is because your friend actually it initiates contact or connection with your future spouse. Your friend may have even introduced herself, okay, I'm just saying the divine feminine, introduced themselves to your future spouse under the auspices secretly, because we had the 8th house showing up, okay? So this is all hidden. We also had, I believe, the moon coming out. Of course, we also had, was the moon in reverse, and then we also had High Priestess showing up. So your future spouse has no idea that this is why. Like, I don't think your future spouse, like, knows that your friend, your married friend, or your friend who's in a very, committed relationship carries a torch for them. Okay, it's going to be very surprising, and that's why this energy or this information is coming through, because I do feel, like I said before, it's going to affect your friendship with this person on some level. Okay, just that it's giving you a heads up. What is it with local travel? What's going on with local travel for pile 3? I was not expecting this juiciness to come through, you guys. It got really, really juicy. Like, oh my gosh, it's like some gossip type of shit. And there we got again. 6 of Wands and the High Priestess. Oh my goodness. Same damn cards popping up at the same, oh my gosh, in the same position and everything. We got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Local travel could be talking about going to somewhere where it could be some kind of an event or retreat that is supposed to serve someone's intuition, but I also feel like the Queen of Swords in reverse, it's like they're being led there. They're being guided there by their intuition. So this event or this get-together could be happening. It may require like some local travel, okay? Definitely not long distance, like you can get there, through car. But it could be, it may take an hour or so, maybe 30 minutes to an hour to drive there. How interesting. Why is the Queen of Swords in reverse here? This has got to be the juiciest damn pile in this whole entire reading. The Ace of Swords. Oh, you are going to learn some things about your friend that you may, I don't know. It's not necessarily breaking your heart. I don't see, like, that energy's not coming through, but it definitely is surprising. Like, I feel, oh, wow. Okay. Like you may have, your friend may, like the energy they may be showing up to you in may be like kind of Cancer kind of energy, Queen of Cups kind of energy, very heart-based, in touch with their emotions, compassionate and all that stuff. But underneath that, it's like they're really this Queen of Swords person who can even be borderline abusive with their words. Very passive-aggressive. I almost feel like this entire situation with your future spouse is going to reveal to you this person, and it's going to be like, I never even knew you. You're going to be like, I don't even know this person. You guys, oh my gosh, I was not expecting this, okay? But it is what it is. I'm just bringing the energy to you as it's coming out, all right, you guys? All right, so that was your reading, pile 3. Do me a favor, definitely comment below. Let me know what you thought, because this was one juicy ass mother trucking reading, okay? If it resonated, smash the like button. That's an amazing way to energetically donate to the channel. Share and subscribe if you feel led to do so, and I will see you guys at your next reading. Thanks, pile 3. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. If you're now just tuning in and you're new here, my name is Michelle. This is Soul Purpose Activation. Oh my gosh, why am I having such a hard time talking now? Anyway, we are tapping into the energy of how you and your future spouse are going to meet. Now, I will try and get as much detailed, narrowed down information as I possibly can. I know I also hate it when I watch readings and the information is kind of vague and not really, relating too much. I will say pile 1 and pile 2 was pretty detailed in letting me see and know how they were gonna, how their paths are gonna cross and stuff like that. Pile 3, kind of a mixed bag. Okay, I'm hoping with this, we'll be able to repeat with your pile what I was able to pull through for pile 1 and pile 2, which was, more kind of a detailed energy as to how, you're going to meet your future spouse. Okay, so keep in mind, you guys, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you are interested in booking a personal future spouse reading, check the description box below. They're only $25. I email them to you. If you want to know what all is included in your reading, go check the intro video. It'll tell you everything that's included in that future spouse reading for you, okay? We're going to dive right into the energy and see what we got going on. By the way, you guys picked the Amazonite with smoky quartz, okay? All right, so here we've got the overall energy of how you and your future spouse is going to meet, okay? And the energy that I'm tapping into is like what's going to be going on? How are your paths going to meet, right? So we got Mars coming through. So we got competition, fighter, leader, conquest, courage. So I really am, for this particular energy, this is more or less coming through like I feel there's a lot of energy being expended. This could be like maybe this could be, what do they call those, like a sporting event. You might meet this person at a sporting event of some kind. I'm also seeing people like kickboxing. You might meet this person through like maybe a boxing type of gym, or maybe you're taking like kickboxing classes at a gym or something like that, okay? But that's kind of like how your guys' paths are going to cross. This may be something that you do on a fairly regular basis. Martial arts is coming through for some of you. Hold on, you guys. And the fact that my phone just rang right when I said martial arts is going to be confirmation for some of you. What's actually what came up, you guys, is jiu-jitsu. I can hardly even say that. Jiu-jitsu. All right. And so this feels like something where for some of you it's going to be maybe just, a sporting event. What do they call those? The X Games or something? I can't remember what they call that. It's it could be like a basketball game, a football game, a tailgating party, but it has more, there's like an air of competition there, okay? Whether you are competing with other people for some type of a title, or you're at an event where people are competing against somebody for a title. Poker is another one that's coming through, like maybe poker tournaments. I can't talk, you guys. Oh my gosh. Tournaments, okay? So it's like that's how it's like, there's an air of competition. There may be a tournament, like a bowling, maybe bowling turn. You guys, why am I having such a hard time talking? Maybe it's because that's how you are. Like when you're expending a lot of energy and you're exercising, it's harder to talk. That might be it, okay? So far, you guys, the energy that's coming through, it's like the general energy that's going to be in your guys' vicinity, like when your paths cross, a lot of Mars, a lot of action, okay, a lot of masculine energy being expended, competition, a lot of physical activity, a lot of aggression, whether it's just channeling that aggression and, using that aggression to, make the movement more powerful, things of that nature, okay? But of course, we're going to delve into the tarot to get a little bit more information. See, I love it. This is also feeling a lot more, the information coming through for you guys also is much more detailed and direct. I feel sorry for pile 3. Pile 3 was just kind of like, kind of cool, but at the same time, it just wasn't as detailed. So if you're watching from pile 3, I tried, I really did. I don't know why. That was the only pile that really was just kind of, the information was a little bit blurry and, you know, difficult to pick up. But pile 4, tell me how pile 4 is going to meet their person. How is pile 4 going to meet their future spouse? Tell me, how is pile 4 going to meet their future spouse? How's pile 4 going to meet their future spouse? How is pile 4 going to cross their future spouse path? Not wanting to come through. The 6 of Cups. This feels like something you may... Here, let me get these. Okay, now this is okay, so this feels like something you may have had an interest in since childhood. If it's not you, this is definitely something that your future spouse has been doing since they were younger. So what's coming up is like, you know, if they're playing basketball, if you meet them at like a basketball tournament or something, they've been playing basketball since they were a kid. Okay. Ooh, look at all these 6s popping up. 6 of Swords. What are they moving towards? What are you moving towards? For those, you like martial arts, like they've been in it for a while. This is something they've been doing for a long time, okay? Years. They've been doing this for years. Even if that's just going to the gym, this is something that they do on a regular basis. So this does let me know, for the vast majority of you, this is something where like your paths cross because it's something that you're doing on a regular basis, okay? So like if you just started taking like martial arts classes, for example, it's like this is a class that you go to once or twice a week. It's like you're there on a regular basis, and that's how you cross your person's path. If it's a gym, you know, that speaks for itself. Dancing, even dancing lessons. Yeah, this feels like something that's, you do this regularly, okay? And not to say that a sporting event, I mean, you could go to sporting events often, but this feels like something that you do repetitively and you've done it for a while, okay? Or if you haven't been doing it for a while, it's like something that you have started to do on a regular basis that eventually where you and your future spouse are able to cross paths. But one of you have been doing this, or even both of you have been doing this, whatever this is, if it's going to the gym, if it is martial arts, yeah, so whatever this is, it's like this thing, I feel this is more of a physical activity. This is more of a way to burn off. Okay, so there's 2 things coming through. It's almost like taming the beast, okay? So this thing the way that you meet your future spouse, it's like, especially we'll just use, say like if it's martial arts, okay? They're doing martial arts as a way to, number 1, kind of learn self-control and discipline, and number 2, to burn off aggression, to burn off tension, to burn off stress, right? To kind of balance out so that they're not too hyper in this Mars energy. It's kind of like they burn that off. And I do feel like your future spouse, I feel, has a lot of energy anyway. And so this is almost something like I feel like they're very physically active anyway. And so, yeah, I'm seeing, so what I am seeing though, you guys, I'm seeing boxing. Okay, so they might be into boxing, kickboxing, martial arts, and I do feel like your future spouse, you and or your future spouse, it's like I feel like you spar, they spar, or you spar, or both of you spar, like in competitions against other people, okay? But I do feel like your future spouse uses this mode, this physical activity, really as a way to kind of temper their own energy. We got the Wheel of, yeah, so this is fated, you guys. This meeting is destined. What's also coming up for me though with the Wheel of Fortune also is that this is something that is already set. There, like I feel like there's already a date set for maybe like a competition, or maybe, you know, like, you know, this feels like it's already a date set that you're aware of, okay? You're aware of some kind of a date where, you know, you're going to go to some boxing why can I not say that word? Tournament. I never have a problem saying tournament. You know what I want to say? Tournament. That's what I want to say. I have to stop myself and be like, tournament. I know how to say the damn word. Tournament. Why do I want to say terminant? Terminate. Ooh, okay. Terminate. Which has more like a Mortal Kombat kind of feel, like kickboxing, martial arts kind of thing. Maybe your person's into Mortal Kombat. Interesting. Tournament. Isn't that kind of funny how things get channeled, you guys? It's like, no, that made me stop for a minute and try to figure out, like, why am I having a hard time saying that? I'm like, oh, okay. Terminate reminds me so much of like Mortal Kombat, which that's kickboxing, martial arts, it's competitive. That may be something that you and or your future spouse are into, you know, like those old movies, the videos, old movies, the video games, things like that. The Two of Wands. Yeah, this is something that's been planned, okay? You guys, I feel like most of you already, like you have like when your guys' paths cross, I feel like it's going to be during something that you've planned for, you've been working towards, okay? With the Wheel of Fortune, like this, with this crossing, it makes me feel like you already have a date on your calendar where you guys are going to be crossing paths. Okay, so in other words, I'll give you an example if it's kind of confusing where I'm coming from. Let's say like if you just started doing martial arts, right? And you have, I don't know what they call it, but when you go from like, is it a white belt to whatever the next belt is, okay? There's a tournament, right? Where, you know, of course there has to be a date set. It's got to be planned. It's got to be this, that, and the other. And then it's like, I feel like you already have a date set in your phone or on your calendar where you are going to be meeting this person. Okay. Four of Wands. Yeah. And it's almost like it's not playtime for them. This is something they take very seriously. And it may not be playtime for, see, I keep going back and forth. I feel like the two of you are marrying this. I'm not sure, pile 4, if you are the one, or if, I do know, I feel for them. This is something they've been doing for a while. I feel for some of you, pile 4, this may be something that you just started taking up. With the Four of Wands being in reverse, in the context of this reading lets me know it's like, this isn't just a hobby to them. And it may not be just a hobby to you either, but I feel like for the most part for them, this is something they take very seriously. So this does give me an air of competition. Like they're in it to win it, right? They're not just doing it for fun. They're not doing it for fun and games. It's like, yeah, they take this seriously. They may be some kind of a professional fighter. They may be considered a professional fighter, maybe an MMA, or maybe that's what they're wanting to become. They're wanting to become, maybe, you know, they could be local, they could play locally. Okay, so your person, pile 4, could be a professional athlete of some kind. They could be a professional athlete, or they, you know, professional basketball player, football player, to some degree, like maybe they play for college, maybe that's what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? It makes me feel like what they are doing is not for fun. Like they're doing this for real. This is really showing me that this is like they're fighting to compete. They're fighting for a title. They're not just going to the gym and shooting hoops with friends for fun. No, it's like they're training to become the best. Okay? Ooh, nice. And I feel like, you know, I don't know if maybe you're going to the same gym for the same purposes, but that's kind of the energy, like you know, if you are doing martial arts, that's where you meet them at, is this martial arts studio, or you meet them at the gym where they're training at, or something of that nature. Okay. Wow. And even if they're not professional, you guys, it's like they still have that Mars personality. So like, yeah, they may not be competing for anything per se, but it's like they want to be the best. Like it's to them, for whatever reason, you guys, it is more than a hobby, whether or not they're professional with it. Okay, it's more than just a hobby. Let's get some guidance for pile 4. Alien. So this, I do feel like this may be something that is new to you, pile 4. Okay, this is new to you, but not to them. Feeling like you don't fit, yeah, okay, feeling like you don't fit in, and that may be what it is. Like you are so brand new to it. That's letting me know that at the time when you meet this person, you are still going to be brand new in it. Okay, it's not like you're going to be doing it for, you know, months and months and months. You are still going to be feeling very much like a newbie. Like you're still trying to get your bearings. Like I feel like this, like if you're just starting out, right? Like I feel like you haven't even, I think you may have set an appointment to go look at the place, or to have your first, lesson. Yeah, when you meet them, it's like you're going to be seeing them as like almost like a master, a professional, an expert. You are going to be feeling like a fish out of water. So this lets me know that you're going to meet them very early on in this little endeavor that you're starting to take up. Okay, if you're just learning how to dance, it's like this is like one of the first few lessons you've gone to. Same with, kickboxing or martial arts or whatever it is you're doing. It's like it's going to be one of the very first few times you're at that space, because you're still going to be in that energy of feeling like a newbie. Like you don't even have the terminology down for stuff. Yeah, like it's like 101, right? It's like the basics 101, and you're still feeling like a fish out of water. Dating, yeah. Okay, so what I want to do, you guys, is I want to clarify what the sad news is. What's the sad news? What is the sad news? Is the sad news? Please clarify this for. And we had the world. All right, so sad news about something ending, a cycle ending. What's ending? Hold on. Oh, there is something that's wanting to come through. We got the 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, that's weird. You may also be hearing that something with that gem. Okay, that's what's coming through. Like this is some kind of I think of it as a gem. I don't think they call like martial arts studios gems, but you know what I mean. There may be some sad news circulating, like maybe that location is going to be closing. Which is going to take you off guard, because I think you may have thought it was doing really well. Okay, but anyway, I mean, that's neither here nor there. It's like, I'm only picking up that there may be news circulating that specific location is going to be closing. And at that point, it's kind of like, I feel when you and this person may have their eye on you from the first time they see you. Yeah. What's tying together for me is like there's going to be some sad news about that location. I don't know if I don't know. But I feel like the location's going to be closing, or something's going to be happening with it where it's going to be closed down for a minute. And this person is not going to want to lose contact with you. That's at that point, they may like ask you on a date. They may ask you for your contact details, something like that. But that's at that point, it's when like that connection is going to be made. Interesting. I do want to get some more information though. We got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like somebody may have made, like the gym was, like the studio or the gym was doing really well, and somebody, I don't know. Hold on. Somebody didn't make a good investment. Why are they telling me about the gym, though? I guess they're just letting me know about, like, the circumstances of when. I do feel, though, here with this alien, like, it's going to happen fairly quickly early on, like, when you're first there. Like, you know, you're barely learning the ins and outs of, you know, the studio or the gym. You're barely learning, like, you know, the terminology. It's like, you still are going to be feeling like a fish out of water. I'm thinking, like, this is going to be within, like, your first 3 visits to this location, okay? The Magician. Oh, okay. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, though? That doesn't make sense with what the information that's coming through. Hold on, you guys. Maybe it's just the fact that it's not so slow. This may not necessarily be like the location itself, too. Your person may actually, I don't know if they're going to be moving, like relocating. Maybe they're going to be traveling. I feel like there's going to be some kind of a separation. Yeah, okay. They're going to be going somewhere for a tournament is what it is. And they're going to be gone. I don't know if they're going to be leaving to be training for something. Like a camp. That's a boot camp, a camp, something like that. And I feel like they're going to be gone. Like them having to leave. It's like the two of you, I feel like the connection, you make that connection, right? You make the connection. Something happens and they have to leave because they're going on some kind of training, some kind of boot camp, or they're competing overseas or in a whole different location where they're going to be gone for a minute. I don't really feel, though, with the sad news, though. Well, no, we got the world crossing it, so this could be a big thing. But remember, you guys, this is a future spouse, so, you know, the two of you end up together in whatever capacity. But this person may be temporarily locating from where you meet them, from where you're living, to another location. They may be gone for a while. Okay? The world, to me, makes me feel like that may be more of a permanent decision. So you may be relocating with them wherever they're going eventually. Okay, I'm getting a feeling of like there's a move going on here, and they move away before you're able to move away. But because this is your future spouse's energy we're picking up on, you guys do end up dating and getting married. So it may be a long distance thing for a minute. Yeah, but that's just kind of giving me the energy of what's going on around the time that, you know, how you meet and stuff like that. I feel like you make the connection very early on, and then, you know, there's like, I feel like there is a spark of chemistry that both of you guys feel with each other, and then something happens and they have to relocate. Okay, with the Five of Wands, it's like competition. So I feel it has something to do with competition, competing in whatever it is they're doing. I'm really picking up heavily. It's some kind of a training camp or a boot camp or something like that. And for those of you who this is talking about, like they're like a professional football player, or that's what they're going for, that makes a lot of sense. That normally happens. They have to go and, you know, yeah, anyway. All right, we're going to get a few more cards from this deck, and we're going to wrap it up, you guys, for pile 4. How are they going to meet their future spouse? For pile 4, how are they going to meet their future spouse? Your person really is, I feel like, an athlete, though, whether they do it, whether they're doing it professionally or they want to do it professionally, like, that's just like, yeah. We got new moon conjunction and then waning crescent. Hold on, you guys. Yeah, I do feel like it, okay, so that's just kind of the universe, or, you know, your higher self kind of letting you know, between, like, there's going to be a time of separation in the very beginning of this relationship with your future spouse, okay? I do feel for most of you it's going to be a long distance relationship kind of thing. With the world, that to me means it's more of a permanent move on their part, so you may have to end up moving to be with them, pile 4. Oh, and then we did have this the Six of Swords showed up later too, or earlier than that. The Six of Cups and the Six of Swords. Well, I mean, it is a general reading, so for some of you, it's just going to be something temporary where it's not so much a permanent move on their part. For those of you, though, who are seeing, like, this is someone, like, maybe they're moving off to college and, you know, that they're playing college football, basketball, soccer, whatever. You know, it may not be permanent, but it's going to be a long time because, you know, that's where they're going to be, you know, 9-10 months out of the year. So it's, you know, it could take it where it resonates. It doesn't necessarily, semi-permanent, we'll put it like that, okay? It doesn't have to be a permanent move, but it's going to be semi-permanent where the two of you are going to be separated more often than you can be together, okay? With conjunction here, though, it does talk about you guys being united throughout. And you guys are going to, you know, yeah. And so we got the waning crescent, which talks about, you know, rest and relaxation, taking a break, not like a break from the relationship, but like, you know, you might go visit them and then there may be some space in between before, you know, the two of you can see each other again. It feels like a long distance deal in the very beginning. And then I feel like you guys are going to figure it out to where you can be together on a more consistent basis. Yeah. All right, you guys, that was the reading. I hope that it resonated. Do me a favor, comment below, let me know what you thought. If it did resonate, smash the like button. That is a fabulous way to energetically donate to the channel. Share and subscribe if you feel led to do so. I will see you guys at your next reading. Thanks, Paul Ford.